Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Smelina. I do videos about makeup, plants, my life, and travel. But today I'm gonna show you my entire carnivorous plant collection, how they've been doing, what I actually been killing, what's still alive, updates, my whole entire collection from Nepenthes, sundews, all the way to pings. So if that interests you, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you guys already fell in love with my personality, you could follow me at Melina Glam on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, and I believe that's it. But without further ado, let me show you all my carnivorous plants. Okay, you guys, before you guys say anything, yes, I did dye my hair and it's temporary. It only lasts about 2 weeks. It's a red hair dye and I also added like a copper on top. I do have a video explaining my whole hair journey. If that interests you, I go from black version hair to red. So if that interests you, go check it out. And for those of us that just came for the carnivorous plants, disregard that. So anyways, let's begin, you guys. So yeah, carnivorous plants have always fascinated me, from pitcher plants to the Venus flytrap that all of us love. And recently I've gotten into carnivorous plant because I just was watching so many videos and I had a lot of fungus gnats. So I'm like, what gets rid of fungus gnats and looks cute? Little pinks. So I fell in love with pinguiculas, and then playing Pokemon, like I love Big Tree Bell and Vileplume, so I'm like, why not get more? So I have shopped through many carnivorous companies like Rainbow Carnivorous Plants. So before I show you all my carnivorous plants, I want to say that I'm a beginner. I do accept all the criticism. I want to learn. I'm gonna ask you questions because I do have questions, and I know a few of you watch my videos that are carnivorous pros or like know more about carnivorous plants. Let's just help each other. I know someone requested to see my whole collection, so I'm finally doing that video. I'm sorry it took me a while. I'm mostly into houseplants, but I do have some space for my carnivorous plants. I know there was a point like a couple months back where I actually neglected my carnivorous plants, and I'm like, are they for me? But then like I watched more videos and I'm like, yes, I still like carnivorous plants. So my love for carnivorous plants hasn't gone anywhere. It just came to a halt a little bit. But yeah, let's begin. Sorry, I'm just rambling. Okay, I'm gonna begin with Nepenthes. We got these on eBay from, I forgot the seller, Todd's Tropicals. Todd's Tropicals is like, I recommend Todd's Tropicals if you're looking for more established plants, more mature looking plants, and healthy looking plants. Go with this seller. I bought 2 Nepenthes. They're still with me right here. I don't know the names. I'll put them up in the screen. I know I'm so horrible. They're still alive. They're still with me. One grows green pictures. It still has all the pictures that it came with. I think it lost just one. And they're very slow growers, that's for sure. If you want to get into Nepenthes, just make sure that you're patient because they do grow really slow. And I water from the top down and let it drain and just keep it in my IKEA greenhouse that's back there. It gets really good humidity. I think it stays in the 60s, high 60s, like 67, and then the temperature is about 70 in there. So one had really pretty pictures. It had a really big picture, but I definitely transplanted this plant. I neglected it, so it definitely lost the pictures. It's still alive though, and it looks like it's gonna have a few pictures on the way. It does grow slow though, so I just put it in full moss, and I added a bigger netted pot with lots of holes, and I have distilled water in the bottom reservoir of this plant. So yeah, this one's still alive. It did have enough shoot on the side. Unfortunately, I lost that because I wasn't watering like I should. I know I neglected this plant, and this one took it really harsh because it lost like 3 of its beautiful pictures. But I have hope it's gonna like they're gonna produce new pictures. Unfortunately, both of these plants I didn't get to fertilize. I'm scared. I could probably fertilize this one because I've heard you put like little pellets of Osmocote on the pitcher, so I'm probably gonna do that on one and sacrifice a pitcher because I heard you could lose a pitcher. But for this one, how do you guys fertilize it? Do you spray something on top? Please leave a comment what you use for your Nepenthes to fertilize. Let me know. I will definitely appreciate any of your advice on how to fertilize the Nepenthes when they don't have pitchers, because this one doesn't have any pitchers. So I don't know. I think people use something max seed fertilizer, but I heard that's like harsh on the plant. So just let me know what you guys use, and yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated on both of these. Okay guys, so these two were actually my very first Nepenthes that I bought. These were from Carnivorous, and yeah, how could I forget? I got the candy times Big Mama and the Barrio in here, so let me show you. I remember those because I really wanted these, and they're smaller little seedlings. So let me show you. Okay, first let me show you the Barrio. Here's the Barrio. She's still alive. She definitely still has this picture, and it's striped. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but it's definitely striped. It has some stripes there. And then it produced this other picture, and that one is striped as well. It's more on the green side. So another question, you guys, how do you keep them to color? Because this one like was coloring like a pinky color, but all my new Nepenthes, like this one coming in, they're very green. So if you have any advice, or should I put it closer to the lights, let me know. What lights do you use? And it also has little green live moss growing on top. I definitely love that. I'm gonna definitely repot these in the future. But yeah, this is the Barrio. I feel like these and the little humidity dome do so much better than those that I got from Todd's Tropicals. I feel that high humidity really does help. I guess it depends on the type of Nepenthes, because some are highland and some are like midland and lowland. So lastly, I have my Nepenthes. This one's the Big Mama, actually. The Big Mama times candy cane, yeah. And she's growing some pictures. I don't see any striping yet. Actually, I do. The big one has striping. That pink, the more reddish one has striping. The camera's really not picking it up, but it's definitely striped. But those two new ones, you can't really tell. Again, how do you get them to like get that red or pink tones? Let me know. She's still growing, and again, she has 3 pictures. So she lost a picture, but she gained 2. She's growing really slow, and she has live moss that I put there. So I like how they're growing here in this setup. I'm gonna keep it that way because it looks so cute. I prefer the look of live moss versus dead moss. So okay, you guys, I really haven't shown this carnivorous plant on camera, but we're gonna move on to pinks. This is the first carnivorous plant that I got before all of these, any of these that I put up on my YouTube. I first got a ping. This one's Pinguicula ahenka, and I got this from a Facebook seller. Here, logo to Dallas. I believe his name is DJ. I forget, but I think his handle's like Crab Carnivores on Instagram. Crab Carnivores, and like he's local to Dallas. So yeah, reach out to him. He has beautiful carnivorous plants. Again, I got this beautiful Pinguicula ahenka, and it's still alive. She's more on the green side, but she's definitely healthy. I have actually pulled some pullings off of this little baby, and she's giving me little seedlings. So yeah, from him I also got some other carnivorous plants that I haven't showed you. So let me show you those. I got some Drosera. Let me show you the one that I actually showed on my YouTube. This is the Drosera takinensis, and she's always flowering, you guys. I know the last time I showed her on my YouTube, she was flowering, and she's still flowering. And she has a little offspring on the side, a little baby next to her, so she's definitely doing good. There was a period where I neglected, like I said, all my carnivorous plants, and she did dry up a little bit, so she has yellow leaves, but they all have yellow leaves at the bottom because those are the older leaves. But as soon as I increased the lighting, I noticed that she started producing more of those little droplets, more of that carnivorous little goo. So that's a good thing, I guess. I have to like intensify the light of my carnivorous plants. Let me know if you got some advice on growing Drosera. So I have other ones that are similar to this one. I have Drosera spatulata. She's very cute. This one's more of a easy care, just like the other one. Definitely, like, she lost some of her droplets, her little goo, like I said, when I pulled her away from the light and kind of neglected her. But now that I put her really close to the light, like I have T5s and they're really close now. They're like about 3 inches away from the plant, like about here on my IKEA greenhouse, and she definitely colored up. That red came back, and she has more of those droplets, so I guess more light for sure. I also have another one that kind of, these three look very similar but different in their own ways. This one's Drosera Alicia. And like I said, they look very, this literally, like, this almost looks like a ping mixed with a sundew, like a ping that has a lot of droplets. I guess that's how I would describe it. She's very pretty. She doesn't have that much yellowing, so definitely easy care. I recommend this plant. She's not as red as the other ones, but she's still really pretty, easy care. And yeah, I feel like I want to pot these three up together because they're very similar. I just want to be able to distinguish them. So I don't know, I might repot those three together because they look so similar. So we'll see. That's another sundew. I got two more, you guys. So these last two sundews, oh my god, I almost killed because neglect. Again, the light was very far from them, at least 12 inches away, so they were suffering. And then I would forget to water them. Their watering schedules weren't consistent. That was my fault, but now I'm on top of it again. That's because I grew into liking my carnivorous plants again. That sounds really bad, but the next plant is the Drosera capinensis. This one's definitely popular. I've seen it a lot on people's YouTube channels, and I know she looks rough. She looks rough right now, but she looked like very bad. Like she was down to her last like 3 little leaves, and now she has like 7. She has 7 leaves, and the goo, the droplets, she lost all that, and the redness is starting to come back. So she's definitely making a comeback. If y'all had seen this like 3 weeks ago, she looked like she was on her last lifeline. But I got it back to color up, produce more goo, and she definitely looks happier. So yeah, this is Drosera capinensis. Definitely my fault. I wouldn't necessarily say she's hard. She just took a harder hit than those. So I guess it's a little hard, but that was my fault. If you give it really good light and you remember to water it, it should be easy care. Okay, you guys, the last sundew, the last Drosera. Please don't judge me. My fault. I admit it. I neglected my carnivorous plants, and this one took the biggest hit. I don't know if it was because I believe that this one's very hard to grow. Maybe if you guys have an easier time, let me know. But like I said, I had the light source really high, and as soon as I put it down to like 3 inches versus a whole 12 inches, they started recovering, and yeah, it was my fault again. So yeah, keep that in mind. Anyways, the last sundew Drosera that I have in my collection is the Drosera Benata. And as y'all can see, like, oh my god, like literally she was just producing like long stems with nothing, like nothing. And this plant is known to like produce U-shaped or V-shaped leaves with goo, and it was just producing like long stems. I guess it was reaching for the light which was so far. And yeah, look, another long stem with nothing. And as soon as I started watering it and putting it closer to the light, she produced those 2 little U-shaped little horns with goo. So definitely my fault on the Droseras. They took a big hit. So yeah, Drosera Benata is definitely a plant that'll let you know if you don't get your shit together, I'm gonna die. So if you guys have any advice on this, because for me, this is my hardest carnivorous plant in my whole collection. Yeah, if you guys have any tips on Drosera, please let me know, and I'll keep you updated on my sundews. Definitely looking rough. I saved the best for last, Pinguicula. I know I put up a video with rainbow carnivorous plants. I still love that unboxing. It was probably my favorite unboxing because all these Pinguiculas came with really good coloration. The colors were so vibrant. They were little cute, little colorful rainbow color pinks. And let me just show you. I lost 2. I definitely lost the Pinguicula Joanna. And I know I showed you, and it came with 2. It came with a big one and a small one. But I didn't know that if you water them from the top, don't let the water stay on the little leaves for so long. You have to give it some type of air ventilation. So I watered it all on the top, and unfortunately it got rot. What do you call it? Like crown rot? It got crown rot because I left all the water on top, so it rotted. I also rotted another Pinguicula, the El Marans, I'll put it up on the screen. That one's no longer with me as well, so anyways, let me show you what I actually have. I have Pinguicula El Lobo and Agnata El Lobo times hemafatica. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this one's definitely been really good to me. Like easy care. It lost its coloration, but it has grown so big. And I actually bought another one. I didn't think I had this ping. I just fell in love with the size. But yeah, I have to. I got this from Carnivorous again. I love the fact that it was big, but now the one that I got from Rainbow has actually catched up to it. This one's flowering. They're almost the same size, so I'm sure this one's gonna flower soon too. And the flower is kind of a like a lilac purple flower, more on the white purplish flower. So yeah, these are definitely easy care and they grow pretty big, so I recommend these. Let me show you my Pinguicula Elercia. All y'all literally see is leaf pullings, because that's all that's left. Hopefully one of the leaf pullings becomes a ping and I'll have the plant. So this got crown rot. Again, learning, don't water your pings from the top and leave the water on the leaves. If you're gonna water it from the top, don't use that much water or have fans that'll dry up the water like pretty quick, because they'll definitely develop rot. I learned the hard way. So same thing with the Pinguicula pirouette. Same thing, it developed crown rot, as y'all can see right there. That's the middle of the ping. It's still holding on, but most of it has rotted. The center still looks good, so I'm confused. Anyways, I have some pullings right there. Y'all see? I have some pullings right there. So I have hope that it might make it, so we'll see. Now this one has definitely grown really nice, really big. This one's Pinguicula and Marginata times Moctezuma. And I have two in there because it came with a little free one, a little baby, a twinnie. And she's definitely growing so big. I definitely gotta take her out, repot one of them and leave the other one there. So I'm glad I have two and they both have made it. She's on the greener side. Again, if y'all have any suggestions on how to bring back the color, let me know. Okay, this one's Pinguicula Elercia times Mesophytica. She's growing and I nothing wrong with it. I just decided to like get some insurance with this plant, so I pulled two of its leaves and two of its sleeves and started leaf pullings on the side with this plant, just to ensure this plant, just in case it gets crown rot, because I'm like petrified. I'm scared to water these plants. My IKEA cabinet doesn't have fans, so that's the next thing I'm gonna do, install fans in there. The humidity doesn't get that high, but I feel like these plants need airflow, so I'm definitely working on that. But yeah, for now, I pulled two of its little leaf pullings and hopefully they'll give me two new plants. So yeah, you guys, there she is. Hey, and this one has been doing really good. This is Pinguicula Yucadu 1717. As y'all can see, there's nothing wrong with it. I did secure, with all my pings now, I secured like two little leaf pullings just in case something happens to the ping. So it definitely is an easy grower. No problems with this ping. I love it. Okay, this one is Pinguicula Minas de Asbestos. Minas de Asbestos. This one's definitely been hard to grow. She's alive. She's a little floret, but she's so small. So I feel like, I don't know, she's in between, like she's trying to grow, but she's not trying to grow at the same time. Let me know if that's their little phase. Maybe it's a succulent form because the leaves are really small now, but it's like a little rosette, so I don't know. It's just staying alive. Okay, this one's my favorite because the color is so pretty. It almost looks like glitter. She's looking not as vibrant as she usually looks, so, but the moss is a little dry, so I'm gonna have to water it a little bit. But this one's Pinguicula Leilani. And as y'all can see, she's purple. She started getting the color back because I put it higher. I put the light closer to the pink, and she's getting the purple again. I took out one leaf pulling. It's drying up though. I don't think I'm keeping it as humid, but she looks like she has glitter. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but she literally looks like she has glitter. So I love this one. Definitely my favorite pink so far. She's definitely pretty. I recommend this one. So yeah, if you have this pink, let me know how you grow it. Hey you guys, the last pink that I have, oh my god. Okay, this one is Pinguicula laxifolia times Wawa Pang. Wawa Pang. This one kind of scared me because I thought it had crown rot. So I took out 2 leaf pullings and I pulled out the leaves that looked like were rotting. I don't know if y'all can see, but this leaf right here and that leaf look a little damaged, but then the middle still looks good. It doesn't look like it has crown rot, so it looks funny because I took 2 of the leaves for insurance. So yeah, she's holding on. She hasn't died. So yeah, those are all my carnivorous plants. So these are all my carnivorous plants, and only killed 2. I still have most of them. For the most part, they're easy care. They require distilled water, reverse osmosis water, or rainwater. I specifically just buy the bottles of distilled water at your local grocery store and just have them grow them on my IKEA greenhouse cabinet, which, like I said, the humidity is around 67 and then the temperature's about 70. So I feel that's like good enough for all these carnivorous plants. My big mistake with growing all these carnivorous plants was that I had the light source too far away and I missed some watering, so definitely gonna improve on that. But yeah, you guys, that's my entire carnivorous plant collection. Let me know if you guys have any tips on how to better grow any of these plants, from nepenthes to sundews to pinguiculas. I accept all criticism. And yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. I'm Alina and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.